equity models that we built with Nations Royalty and Selkirk Copper align the First Nations community with the company, but providing them with an equity interest in the company. It's a unique model, and one of the key benefits is having all parties fully aligned in terms of the project success. And one of the issues with traditional models is that companies and communities are often on opposing sides of the table, and the community sees no upside value by having the project advance. All they have are sort of the downside risks that they're there to mitigate and manage. And so the real benefit is having alignment of interests, and we feel there's a huge competitive advantage to aligning that. It will expedite timelines and provide more certainty to outcomes. The knowledge I would want to share with my younger self is taking more risks earlier. I think a lot of people, when you start out, there's a lack of self-confidence that you build through experience. And I think the natural instinct for a lot of engineers is to be conservative. And I think that often results in people undervaluing their own skills and ability to create a business like this. So I think for a younger self or another person who is sort of in a similar position and in an earlier stage in their career, I would say, get the experience early, but then trust your instincts and feel comfortable taking some risks. And we had a very strong set of values. We established it early and we communicated it often, and we lived by them. And I would say the one value that really resonated with a lot of young people was honesty. And it's something that was, maybe not typical in our industry, and especially in our service offering type, was giving people visibility in terms of, how we operate as a business, how we make money, and how they play a role in that, and really holding those secrets. And I think it sort of built a level of confidence with our employees that allowed them to see us as as more of a community than a company that was employing them. Yeah, so one thing I've seen with a lot of the younger generation is willingness, and actually more than a willingness, but a push to adopt technology. And it's something that I think is going to be a big part of moving our industry forward, is their knowledge and their tenacity to make that a core part of our business going forward. I think history is a huge part of our story, and I don't think we can move forward without reflecting on it. Even when the history has negative aspects in it, I think it's a huge thing for us to understand, why things happened, and to be able to move forward in a positive direction. I don't think, ignoring the past does us any benefits, because as we move forward, there's new information that we garner, new technologies, and I think it would be ignorant to assume in 50 years from now there may be practices we do today that are improved upon. So it's sort of that reflection, and then that striving to continuously improve. I think that is an extremely important aspect to that.